This is my first YouTube video on my Rock River Arms LAR 15 Operator 2 series. It's their new series that they have out. They're doing it for about, I think it's $1,500 base model, but I'll show you kind of the upgrades I got on it, what I think of the rifle. I've shot roughly about 2,500 rounds through it already, so it's worked very well. It's performed very well. I have numerous guns, and as far as the quality of a gun, this Rock River has been very, very outstanding in comparison. If you have comments, things like that, questions you have, just post them on here. But just kind of to show you some of the things about it. I've done a lot of custom upgrades myself. First off, I guess I'll start from the back and work forward. Rock River Arms gives you obviously the nice adjustable stock. It's got the nice cheek welds on the side. If you can see, they kind of stick out a little farther. It's not just rounded. They stick out kind of at a triangle pattern here, so your cheek sets right against it. I like that a lot about them. It's a little bit fickle on getting it to move, and then once it is, it's locked in. Newest thing I just got, which I just got in actually, is Daniel Defense. If you can see that right there, it's a quick detach swivel ring, but you don't have to remove your actual butt stock to put it on. If you'll notice on the bottom here, if you can kind of see right here where it's attached, there's a little pin that connects into the bottom of your butt. I'm trying to think what they call this, butt tube, where it actually keeps it from rotating, so it can't rotate at all. Most of your newer ARs are going to have that on the actual buttstock rail here. So I didn't have to remove this at all. I didn't pick up those tools, didn't cut it up, nothing. And the Daniel Defense, it works incredibly well. I got an AIM surplus, and it came with, I'll show you here, it came with actually a swivel attachment as well, which is very easy to put on and off. You just simply push in and pop it out. And if you see here, you can go on either side. You can go on this side, or you can go on the left side and connect it. And then you just pop it back in. Well, hold on. You're good to go. It sticks in there, it won't come out. Next thing I got was obviously a 1-point tactical sling. Works very well, bungee. I've loved it. I use it at the range all the time. If I don't want to leave my gun there when I'm going down to the range to change out things, that's what I bring with me. Alright, continuing on, next thing that I have up here would actually be my Magpul M-Bus. These are the M-Bus 2, the new ones that just came out, the 2 version flip-up sights. I like these a lot. They're very sturdy on here. If you look at this, I can shake the whole gun. It doesn't, I mean, it's solid on there. It's got adjustable windage and elevation here, which I like a lot, as well as it moves your back sight if you want to move that at all as well. It has a large, if you can see here at all, a large plane aperture and a small plane if you flip this down. It's a little bit difficult to kind of show you. I'll use my son's car here. Okay. If you can see now, now it's a large plane. So it does have the adjustable between the two. You can use either the large plane one, or you see the small one right down here. And it flips up back into place. And then if you take a look, it's small again. I like the Magpul just because of how flat it lays, and it doesn't add a lot of weight to it. See, this gun itself is very heavy in and of itself. With all this equipment attached to it, it's a heavy gun, so anything that lightens it a little bit makes a difference for me. Snaps back down. Anytime you want to get to it, you just pop it up. It works very, very well. I've had no issues with it. I switch between iron sights and my scope or my EOTech sight, but it works very well for me. If you have questions, let me know. Anyhow, going on to the next thing. This I actually customized myself. You can buy the actual EOTech one that flips up and down. They run about $600. You can get them for about $500. I actually made this myself, and if you'll notice, it does the same thing. It's a little bit different than the EOTech one in 3 things. I'll kind of explain what I did. This is the biggest thing I have most people ask me about because they wonder how I got away without spending $1,000 just on my sight. This right here, if you can see this right here, it's a Mako 3x zoom tactical scope. Now, you can buy them for about $100. They're about $90, $80 right around there on Optics Planet. and you just buy it by itself. It does not come with the connector. It doesn't come with anything. It's just the scope itself. So just this piece that's in here connected in the 30mm tube. That's it. Make sure it's generation 2 of the Makos. They're the only ones that can take the shock of the gun. It has the gas inside so it doesn't fog up. It's got a warranty on it, but it has to be generation 2, not generation 1. I love it. Scopes worked great. It's, if you look back here, you can kind of see it sticking out just a little bit here. You can adjust this. There's a plus, a minus. It works very well for adjusting. Very smooth. If you see it, very, very smooth adjustment. I've loved it. Like I said, the scope itself works great. But I'll get to the thing that makes this very unique package. If you can see right here, it says Sight Mark on it. It says Sight Mark. It's got their symbol, if you can kind of see it at all. Now, what this is if you go to Sight Mark's website or anywhere online and type in Sight Mark 30mm quick detach scope, and you'll actually see that it just sells this piece on its own. And what it is if you look here, it's got a quick detach piece. I can snap this off, pop it off the rail, put it back on. For me, I never remove it. The quick detach is mostly a feature that if for some reason it got broken, or like I said, it's got a warranty on it for 4 years, and I doubt I'm ever going to have a problem with it. I've shot, like I said, 2,500 rounds already through it. Doesn't move. I mean, solid once it's locked in. The way it works is if you want to detach it, you can pop this out and pull it off your rail. I leave it on there, but here's why. With the quick detach lever, it also has, if I don't want to use this actual scope and I just want to use the EATech, all I have to do, let me move it back here a little bit, pop this down, it snaps into place on the side. Now if you look, that's what it looks like. So if you see, it's off to the side. Now, if you're wondering why I have it coming off this side as opposed to the other, the problem I had was, if you see right here, I'll just kind of show you. Okay, right there's your bolt carrier assembly. Now, this right here is obviously your dust shield. Your shells are being ejected out of here. When I switched it around and had it on the other side and it was laying down, the only problem with it was it laid down to right about here. The shells were hitting the side of it. So what was happening is obviously it's going to scratch up your scope and everything. So I didn't put it on this side. I just switched it around, put the scope in the other way, and put it on this side. So it flips down. I have no problems with it at all. I absolutely love it. It's out of the way. Now the nice thing is, let's say you want to use you pop that up. You can use co-witness sights through your EATech. Works perfectly well. I mean, absolutely clear. I like the EATech up a little bit farther anyways. Because of the large aperture and the pane of window in it, you can see it clearly, and then it's not right there, really close to your eye, and I like that. So if you don't want to use your iron sights, obviously, you're just going to be using your EATech. Well, I'll just kind of show you here. Let me turn it on here. Turn it on. Let me see here. Yep. Now, if you can see any, we'll see if we can see this or not. Okay, there you go. Maybe almost. Okay, there you can kind of see the EATech. Very clear, and that's from far away. I mean, the camera's way in front here that you're actually looking at. So very, very easy to see the EATech on its own. And if you see the actual scope itself is off to the side here. And it's very, very nice. It's out of the way. Going back here also, there's a nice, on the Rock River Arms Lar 15, it comes with a nice little pad on it where you can actually store batteries underneath this. It's got a little latch here. I'll kind of show you here. Hold on here. Kind of skipped over. Well, anyhow, I don't want to spend too much time on that. There's too many other things I got to show.